Hey you guys, it's me, Queen. How's everyone doing? How are your moments? How you living? How you feeling? I hope that all is well. I've called in the appropriate protection over this platform. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. Queen, thanks you for returning. Okay? I hope everyone is taking care of themselves during this retrograde energy, staying protected, uh, being mindful of not allowing people projections to kind of seep in. I was having a conversation with someone earlier, and I was like, you know that saying, birds of a feather flock together? I said, it's, back in the day, we used to pertain it to, like, like you are the people you around, but to, like, if they doing something, you doing something, or people assuming you doing something, today it kind of reverts or converts the conversion of it for me today, and how it correlates in my life today. And I feel like this is out here for the collective. When the birds of the feather comment comes up, is around even people's energy, right? The people, our friends, our family, people that we're around, their energy starts to become yours, right? It starts to kind of, you all of a sudden you feeling some type of way, or you're feeling stagnant, or you're just feeling what your people are feeling around you, the people that you are choosing to be around. I feel like that is going around in the collective. I feel like the energy for the people that are empaths are really starting to take on the energy of the people that they're surrounding themselves with. And so it's feeling like dang, what kind of energy I get in, or what kind of funk am I in all of a sudden, because it's not yours, but because you have not cutting cords or fully released the people or places or things that you need to release, that this energy is now starting to attach to you. Okay, thank you. These cards were at the bottom of the deck. I didn't necessarily take them out, but I wanted to see what it was talking about. It, but it was talking about planting seeds, and that you wouldn't plant a seed and go back to see if it's grown. And I feel like collective, that card just fell off the bottom because a lot of us in the collective have planted seeds, and we've been watering with good water, and we're wondering why things are not growing, or why we're not seeing momentum, or we're not seeing an increase. And I feel like that's because there are, and hence we're in retrograde, there's some residual things that need to be released in order for you to have that huge growth spurt. Okay, collective. I feel like there is some residual things that you need to do, some loose ends that need to be tied up. Earlier, I heard the name Shay Shay. I don't know what that's pertaining to, and I was trying to decipher if I was hearing shade or Shay Shay, if somebody's projecting shade or you throwing shade. Collective, I don't know who this is out here, but the name Shay Shay could be significant, could be relevant to someone. I'm not sure who this is going to reach. This is a general reading. This is a timeless reading. If you can relate, please leave me a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that being said, we're just going to check and see what kind of energy is out there, what kind of messages we can get from our ancestors, the divine, in spirit. So I'm going to start this reading out. We're getting a couple angel numbers and some messages from our ancestors to see what kind of guidance is out there for us. And be grateful in all news that we can use, that we receive. Okay? Hey, boogie butts. So let's see what's going on out here for us today, collective. I hope everyone is drinking their water, staying hydrated. I gotta find a new method other than licking my fingers, even though nobody else touched my cards, right? Now let's see what kind of messages we have. What's going on? What kind of angel numbers or messages from the angel deck do we have for the collective and myself? Thank you in advance for all messages received. Okay. If your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Welcome abundance in all forms into your life. Okay? I feel like that kind of correlates with the energy that has been going around and what I was just talking about feeling like you may be stagnant or stuck or just feeling some type of way with that birds of a feather flock together energy. Because I feel like, collective, there are some individuals, and I don't know who I'm speaking to, that are still around people that we know need to be released, in situations that need to be released, that because we are in our flesh, we are still hanging on to them, because we love our folks, right? We're not we're not heartless. We want everybody to be able to go. And so we have, I feel like, situations and people that we are hanging on to because we want everybody to win. We want everybody to succeed. Okay, collective? And I just feel I got softened all of a sudden. Like, we want everybody to be able to go, but the fact of the matter is everybody can't go, and everybody won't do what needs to be done to go. Okay? Thank you. So you do need to free yourself of other people's habits and behaviors, things that are weighing you down. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving, okay? Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. And so I feel like that kind of comes together. We're not in competition, and I feel like there will be some in that when you do sever these ties, they will be feeling as if like there's a competition. We're not in a competition. They're not conference calls when they go out. I say it all the time. Those spiritual calls are very personal. And I feel, collective, when something is genuine, no one should feel any type of way about you growing, okay? Don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Okay, collective? That's what the energy, and that's what I was talking about. I was telling this friend earlier today, like, even if you set a boundary on one aspect of something, you already know you need to be released, something that the universe has already shown you, something that you intuitively, that your discernment has shown you a clear visual picture of, something that you need to do, something that's becoming apparent. A person will still feel some type of way rather than taking accountability and saying, you know what, I understand. You're right. But you can't move according to how other people are going to feel. You have to stick to the mission, to your plan. Otherwise, in the end, you will be the individual that won't grow. You will not grow as well as that person. So, angel number 1515 is out the deck with creativity. Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connections, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. Okay? So again, the birds of a feather, right? Surround yourself with a new community. If you're not getting what you need from the community that you once belonged to, or the friends that you once hung with, it is okay to go out and start creating new relationships and new friendships or new connections, right? And it's so crazy that came up because I was in the process of making new cards, and some of the new cards that I made was Moving On, Be Still. One that I particularly made today was Community, right? Where new relationships, okay? new community. It was new friendships, new move, new community, new opportunities, right? These opportunities are coming, you know. So if you're feeling lonely or you're feeling in a place where you're unsure about how to move forward because you're used to the people that you once surrounded yourself with or that still surround yourself with, it is okay. What you lose will be replaced, okay? It will be replaced. Let's see what kind of other energy. I just feel like people are still trying to hang on, and we're in this retrograde energy. It's still retrograding, okay? And sometimes you do. You gotta tell people, you gotta do what needs to be done. Queen, off with their heads, right? A cruel truth is better than the sweetest lie, right? You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with others on where they're at, and not necessarily really like giving it to a person, but being honest on why it's time for you to move forward and why they potentially can't go. Okay? And that was I ain't even finna try to pronounce his name. Okay? That's what we had. Okay, out the deck. Then we have Ika. It is impossible. Impossible is only a matter of opinion. Okay, I don't know who's feeling like things are impossible. Angel numbers 23 and 27 could be significant. Any other messages and advice from the ancestors pertaining to this read? Any other messages and advice pertaining to this read from our ancestors? Sometimes the best win is choosing what you're willing to lose, okay? Sometimes that's the best win. So if you stand for nothing, you fall for nothing. That's my motto, okay? You stand for nothing, you fall for nothing. You have to be willing to take a stance, right? You have to be willing to take that risk. And I feel like this is some of the energy that had came up the other day when I just did the shackles have been broken. You know, with people being in this stagnant energy and not moving as if they're bound, and you're not bound to anything. So I'm sorry if this seems a little repetitive, but this is the energy that's still lingering out there. This is what people are kind of experiencing. I feel like collective. Okay, we are retrograding, so a lot of retrograde is a lot of old energy, a lot of old things coming back to surface that you need to work through. You know, it's kind of like the tail end of things, you know. But I feel like some people are coming with the banana in the tailpipe ass energy towards you, and you just need to push that off and go on about your business. Okay? Yeah, and boss up. Okay? Boss up. Go on and boss up. Go on and get out your own way. Get them out your way. Okay? Because when you don't do the necessary releasing of people, places, and things that need to be done, you won't grow. You'll be like that card I got in my handmade deck. Somebody's hair won't grow, right? Spiritually, you won't grow. You won't receive that inheritance that is promised to you, right? They'll hold on to it, right? Because deep down inside, you know what you need to do, okay? That's the deep knowing. You know what you need to do, but you just won't do what needs to be done. And again, it's not to be cruel. You know, how much do you love yourself? Do you love these people or situations more than you love yourself? Yeah, didn't I say a release ritual? You need to release, okay? This is no joke. Some of y'all holding on to people that are weighing you down, and you wonder why those floodgates of blessings won't come through. Because you need to do a release, you know? Purge that out your system, honey. Okay? I don't know why I feel like the color purple could be significant. Okay, somebody might wear some Doc Martens. Okay, somebody might need to see a doctor. Okay, somebody's name could be Martin. Okay, and that's no joke. You need to boss up. You need to do what needs to be done. Whatever's on your to-do list, handle it. Okay, angel number 8 could be significant. 5 and 3. Okay, angel number's 43. Someone could be 43. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that release. Okay, this is like if you take your life serious, if you take what the creator and source has said to you, you know, you will do these necessary releases, and it's okay because what's meant for you will be bad, you know. And yes, there will be some grief. Okay, there will be some grief. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, there will be grief. You know, you will be sad, but you know, it's okay to also um to move by that. Angel number 13 could be significant. 16 could be significant. Okay? Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, you might grieve. Somebody may need to go do some grief counseling. Okay? And again, there go them Doc Martens again. Somebody could like wearing Doc Martens. Somebody's last name could be Martin. Okay? Anything else? Some people can see your glow and they just want to stay attached to you because of your glow and the way you're moving and think that they can still go with you on your new beginnings. You know what I'm saying? You'll go with you on your new beginnings without doing the work. With they're trying to cut corners. But those are the people you are meant to relieve. You know, I feel like there's a lot of sneaky behavior still going on out here with folks in their relationships. Okay, I kept seeing the sneaky card. But all is fair. Everything will be weighed fairly. Yeah. We're no longer attached, okay? I feel like people are attached to you. They're attached to what they feel like you can do for them. They see you being a winner, okay? I feel like the collective, there are people still attaching to you. You are freeing yourself of attachments, okay? Caught up by the wrong things. And the sexy time came out, right? Clarify sexy time. I want clarification on how that pertains to the reading. Okay. It came out in the reverse. So maybe some of you guys are not indulging. Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Some of you are remaining abstinent. This is so crazy because there's a tattoo on the shoulder of the woman and on the leg. And I ain't gonna even be funny, you guys. Seems those tattoos kind of look familiar, okay? Somebody could be 36. That card came out in the reverse, and I feel like that's because people aren't indulging. Some people are staying to themselves at this time. Cutting attachments, I feel like that's why the release card is out here. Releasing relationships that have you bound through sex and through, cutting hardcore strings, okay? Attachments. That's the undress card. That came out in reverse as well. Okay? With the heart. Someone could like wearing the color yellow. Someone may have a heart condition is what I'm hearing. Or may need to get their heart checked out. Something about cardio is what I'm hearing. Okay. Clarify. Any other messages? Okay. Inner strength. I feel like that is us collective. You need to exude inner strength is what they're saying. They're saying relax, unwind. Some of you guys may like to indulge in wine. Some of you guys, I feel like don't indulge in too much wine, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Don't indulge in too much wine. Okay, anything else? Number 9 could be significant. Clarify. Please and thank you. Thank you. What's the T? Clock it. 16, Why the inner strength? Why is it needed with the wine? Some of you guys feel like you need to unwind. Okay. You have projects. Some of you guys feel like you're toiling labor. Yeah. Oh, okay. Don't indulge in too much wine as you're doing this shadow work. Thank you. Okay. Don't indulge in too much wine while you continue to do this shadow work, because as you see, there's a bottle of wine and wine there. Someone may be indulging rather than doing the shadow work. Okay. And now, as you see on the table with the shadow self, look, they drinking. They having a drink. Somebody is indulging in too much wine. Somebody could be indulging in too much alcohol. Okay. They saying don't be fooled. Okay. Yes. Fill your cup. That's so funny. I think somebody done filled their cup, but you need to fill your cup with more positive activities and things as you're going through your retrograde, as you're doing the shadow work. You should fill your cup with more positive things. Hence, I have spring water in mind. Okay? Fill your cup with more positive things. Thank you for clarification. Be of service. I'm seeing 66. Okay. Yes, rest. Rest as you're going through this transition. Rest in this Mercury retrograde energy, okay? Get your rest. It is vital, okay? Get your rest. And hence again, somebody may want some wine. Somebody might need to have a glass of wine, because here's that glass of wine again. It keeps coming up. Or somebody's whining ass is whining about the same stuff and ain't did nothing to change their situation. Some of you guys may be in solitude. Yeah. And the great crumble. Okay. As I said, I didn't even know this had fell out. The great crumble. As somebody may be whining about how you moving and doing what you're doing, and that you're in solitude in this hermit-like energy, building on self, relaxing. And as you can see in the solitude card, they have a mug. It could be tea, it could be coffee. Someone could like just a warm drink. Okay, they're resting, they're not indulging and all these things to lower their vibration. Okay, but there's been a crumble to allowing people to put you in this energy, I feel like, where you have to drink or overcompensate with mind-altering or mood-altering substances. Some of you guys may need to let that go in order to continue to receive your divine blessings from the Creator, so that you can hear clearly. A release ritual to alcohol. Somebody may be suffering from alcoholism. Okay, thank you for the clarity. Anything else? I don't know who this is for. I just came out here quickly. It was a quick read, okay? Anything else? Last pull. Nothing else comes out. I will move on. Okay. Anything else? Let's see. Didn't I say if that sneaky card came out? Okay. Sneaky. Again, you got somebody sneaky in your energy, right? They're keeping secrets, whatever it is, whether it be a friend, a sister, family, boyfriend, lover, girlfriend, lover, whoever. Somebody is being sneaky. Somebody ain't being honest about their intentions or about what they doing. You might have cut a mofo off, and they lying, talking about they ain't doing whatever it is they're doing. They're lying. They're being sneaky and deceptive. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I just said if that sneaky card come back out, and look and behold, sneaky. Yeah, move on, okay? Collective, cut this person go, right? Let them go. You have momentum. You'll have more momentum. Your manifestations may flourish once you cut this sneaky ass person off that don't want to change their own life, that don't want to do their work, right? You'll have more momentum, okay? Because you keep rolling the dice on someone. The number 7 could be significant. You keep rolling the dice on someone, and your light is green, but yet and still it's always a red when it comes to them. Okay, it's always a red when it comes to them, but you steadily rolling the dice. Yeah, cut their ass off, right? Find you a new community. Okay, find you a new community. Find you some new friends. Find you other people to celebrate. You know, they're not as harsh as I may sound right now. There is nothing harsh about choosing self, okay? There is nothing harsh about choosing self-love, okay? Thank you. Move on. Get it together, collective. It's time to push. We pushing with a purpose, on purpose, okay? Pushing with a purpose, on purpose, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. Seeing anything else? Final card from the Oracle. Anything else from this Oracle deck? Anything else from this Oracle? No? Okay. Yep. We have stuck in reverse at the bottom. We're not stuck, right? Unstick yourself, right? Get out and explore. Meet you some new people, okay? Explore, because you ain't stuck. These other mofos is stuck on the same timeline, same behavior, same lying ass energy. And don't forget what I said in the other video the other day, that you are your first money, meaning you are your currency. Don't let nobody have you stagnant and questioning. So now your business not moving, your business isn't flourishing because you stuck over here trying to carry everybody, friends and family, and all these different people you trying to take on this mission with you, and they asses is being sneaky, lying about what they doing, lying about who they dealing with, you know what I'm saying? But they expect you to jeopardize everything to keep them around you, you know, for them to be in your energy. Hell no, we ain't doing that, okay? We ain't doing that. And at the bottom of the deck, somebody here won't grow, okay? Because that's, can't make this shit up. Bottom of the deck, somebody here won't grow, right? Somebody here won't go. So, I mean, they want to keep your ass stuck while they still run around here cutting them up, sneaking and creeping, being sneaky and shit, sneaky behavior, sneaky activity, sneaky, not growing spiritually, okay? You better believe it, okay? It's underneath that. You better believe it, okay? Cut motherfuckers off. Keep it going. Get on about your business. Move forward, okay? Do that release, okay? Anything else for the collective? Because I feel like I just get so passionate about it because I done had so many people trying to play on my money, which is me, myself, trying to play on my currency, right? Because I'm my first fucking money. You're your first fucking money, okay? People talking about, oh, I ain't hating. Yeah, they write blank ass checks, okay? Because this was a blank card in the deck. No joke. They write blank ass checks, gaslighting you and pumping you up, and the whole time they be on bull. And you steadily around here, you know what I'm saying, knowing what you know. Trust your intuition, inner wisdom, mysticism, intuition, inner strength. Exude it, because you're going to need it. You know, every day isn't a perfect day. You know, it's not a perfect day every day. You know, some days I'm like, dang, what to do, trying to find something to do. You got something to do. Handle your business, okay? Like I said, those relationships, those people, they'll be replaced. And I'm not saying individuals, because I feel like I'm one in a million, okay? I can't be replaced. You know, there are other energies. And that's another card I created today, was shape-shifting, okay? Shape-shifting ass energy. Them is people just hiding who they really are in your face so that you don't cut their ass off for your, and I promise you underneath, passionate new beginning, okay? Them shape-shifting ass people at that passionate new beginning, so you can't move on, okay? I can't make this shit up. As you're healing, okay? Man, come on. They holding, look, listen, they holding on to you, collective. You got to learn how to cut these ties. I don't care who these people are, because you're going through a rebirthing, okay? You're answering your call, okay? You're a part of the divine. Okay, you have been chosen for your job. Your third eye is open. You follow your intuition, okay? This inner beauty comes with healing. You have been healing yourself, collective. Shit. And under that, new beginnings, like I said, okay? New beginnings, growth, spiritual journey. Don't let nobody keep you stagnant in your process, okay? They will. People will hold on to you and be sad when that boat take off and set sail. You know, it's not like when you release somebody and you got them in the farm fish area versus releasing somebody out to the big ass ocean. Let people and situations go. You can't hold on to that, because you will be rewarded for your bravery, okay? You are already being noticed for your behavior. But I'm hearing that for your behavior. I made up a word, y'all. You're already being rewarded for your bravery, okay? You just can't receive all your spiritual inheritance because there's certain things and people that you still holding on to, okay? Yeah, so thank you for allowing me to come give you some news that you could use, okay? People, this is my born in card. People could have been born in this year. Something prevalent could have been happening this year. You could have gave birth to a business in these years. You could be born in this year. So 1973, 1975, 1980, 1982, 1976, 1981, 1999, 2000, 2003, 2004. It could be a rebirthing of you. Could have happened in these years. Okay? 505. Personal growth, decision making, and making life altering changes. Okay? Leaving some of these people behind is life altering. It will feel life altering, but the divine is here to guide you. You are protected, okay? Right, because it's your harvest season and you're in your transformation. This is you, right? As you're going through this transformation and you're stepping into this new energy and you're letting these people go, your harvest will come in. Didn't I say that in the beginning? You need to let these people go, these situations go, so that you can receive what the divine and the Most High has promised to you, what is yours. You have to let these people go. Simple as that, okay? Any final messages for the collective and myself? Let me see. Any final messages for the collective and myself? Any final messages? Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Because I was wondering where we was going to go with this general read. I had to see. Okay? Angel numbers 1919. Transformation. If this ain't confirmation about transformation on where you at, okay? It is asked that you take notice that you hold within your hands the power to change your life. Within this realization, you will feel the sense of purpose and your connection to new beginnings. I release what I no longer need to carry, and I open myself to the transformation, to the transformative energy of the divine. Okay? Let me show you. Chop, 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 chop. That's how you gotta come through. Chop, 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 chop. Chop that shit off so you can get what's yours, Bookie Buds. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Remember, Queen loves you. I send out an energetic hug. I send out love and light because I know it is not easy, always easy to let go of things that are familiar. But familiars can be karmic. And just because you release it this season doesn't mean it won't return for a new season. You just have to release some things and give it space to grow. So until next time, you guys, thanks for tuning in with Queen Z. I love you. You have a lovely, lovely, lovely Saturday.